Game number 3, excuse me, coming at you. Too Much Sugar versus Denali Esports here. This is it. Which team is going to move on to the winner bracket finals? Which team will drop down to the losers bracket? I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe how it works, where the loser of this match will play Stay Green in the losers bracket. So, yeah, you kind of want to win. You kind of want to win for many, many of reasons, but that's just even more incentive on wanting to win here. But we'll see, obviously, what the case is in this matchup here. Game number 3. It's been a fun series so far. Expecting it to finish off fun. And then, well, we're already well into it, so trying to ramble on here, and obviously these two teams wanted to get right into it with game number 3, so here we are. Sandwraith Warbeast, Scout, Keeper of the Forest, where the initial band's coming out. Engineer Hag, Kraken, Ravener, Tempest, Ophelia are the heroes that we get to see. And then Master of Arms, Pestilence, Nymphora, Bubbles, Slither, and Flux to finish things off. Too Much Sugar, look at that. They go with the Pebbles pick once again. Empath coming out for Denali Esports. So support is going to get his go-to support hero. It's like they're thinking about running the Empath Ravener combination. Again, it's a little interesting of a combo, but in the hands of support playing the Empath, he can make anything work, I'm sure. So back over to Too Much Sugar. Now, how are they going to finish? They got their lane's looking pretty good. I mean, I would think, again, the short lane hero here is what it's probably going to come down to. And looking at the options left, is Sandwraith still there? Sandwraith is banned, never mind. Haxram banning Sandwraith all 3 games. Last 2 games banning in this first ban here. Making sure it does not want to deal with it. So with that said, TMSR gonna look to get their final pick out of the way here, which is going to be Dr. Repulsor actually coming out with their final pick. So Doctor is going to be their short lane here. Also a great assistance for a bit of an aggressive play lineup that they have. But now for Denali Esports, you see the right click on Drunken once again. You want to try it again right here, but we'll see what they finish with. They got plenty of extra time to work with, to say the least, over here on their side to determine which final carry they want to go with. Well, I don't know why I said that, because they do have a Hag. So, obviously, though, with the Hag, you're never sure if that is going to be the suicide or your short lane option. So, it's where do they want to go with this? But, yeah, Too Much Sugar's lineup. It's a pretty solid one at that. Nothing, again, crazy coming out here on their side. Now, though, nothing too radical either, other than maybe the Empath to an extent. But again, it's in the hands of support. It's not crazy to see that at all. Empath is a fantastic hero in his hands, especially. So, Rally not being right click, so really just trying to determine some options here. So, it seems like they are looking to run the Hag most likely in that short lane, and they get a suicide option. But they do have the Ophelia, and you know, is something like a Ravener as well. The idea of a pseudo-Trialan isn't out of the question. And we saw TMSR do that the first game, and they're known for doing that quite a bit. They're going to use all their extra time here. Not going to want to make sure that they really have the right pick, and there you go. Rally is the final pick. That comes out for Denali Esports, so that's how to finish. So again, most likely that short lane Hag. Well, it could be the try. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Proboscis playing the Ravener, of course. What are they going to do to match up against TMSR? We'll have to wait and see as we enter on into this game. So, I believe I'm just looking to make sure on this. But are they still? No, they're still playing, it looks like. Okay. That must be Game 3, actually. Team Excellent versus the Law. I believe that's actually Game 3 that they're in right now. So I think the Law won the second game. Hence, the third game that they're in. So, all right. So we've got a couple of Game 3s here. No, not that one. This one. Now we got here in Cycle 7. Ooh, look at what Denial's going. The path that they're choosing here. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy by any means, but going a little bit of a different path to maybe catch Too Much Sugar in the jungle and We could very possibly have a fight here to get things started. Let's see Rally in the front lines. This is a pretty damn good level 1 killing team other than Ophelia, really. Well, just really Empath, Rally, and Ravener alone can do plenty. All right, they're going to look to jump. Nice wall off right there. Kraken's in trouble. Ball Lightning coming in. He's going to pour. He pours on top of him in the back row, but now he's in a bad spot. Rally, Compel, all 4. Ravener jumping in. They're coming back on the Legion side. The Electric Turret doing some good damage, but now Rally falling back. Dr. Pulsar chasing. You see Kraken right there. He's going to fall off into the lane, so no kills just yet. Rally, though, falling back again. The auto attacks are too much. He'll fall right there. They'll wall off on a Dr. Pulsar. He doesn't have ludicrous speed, of course, so he's in a lot of trouble. He will go down. And it ends up being a 1-for-1 so far. Ophelia after the side. Ophelia's going to fall. So a 1-for-2 exchange now. And Engineer is going to run away. Tempest nearly getting picked off. But he survives when it's all said and done. So, wow, what a crazy exchange right there between the two teams. It ends up being a 2-for-1 in TMSR's favor, including the initial kill onto Rally coming out there. That was interesting play by both of them. In fact, Empath putting down a ward of sight, but right next to the rev ward that Moon Meander had placed. So not only is Moon doing a good job of boxing him out right here, but he's also going to counter this right away. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the 30-second counter, but still. He is going to counter it nonetheless. And there you go. That's how game number 3 is going to start. How about that? How about that? Top lane, you see Kraken right here. He's getting boxed out by Ophelia, who happened to be playing the lane while Wretched Hag was making her way back. And did Ophelia level up? Okay, she did. She did go the Ophelia's Judgment for that fight, so that makes a little sense as to why she's in the lane currently. Needing to get the command, of course, so a little bit awkward of a start here for Zlapt coming out, but wanted that Judgment for the assistance in that fight, and that makes sense. Apply a little bit of pressure right here. He's basically going to play the babysit for Hag at this point until he gets a level 2 mark, but that is going to mean a little bit even extra slower of a start for Ophelia now. So she does hit level 2, and into the jungle she goes. Middle lane, though, it ends up being a Ravener Empath versus the Engineer Pebbles. So this time, Slicks won't have the Nymphora TP him around and everything, but still. Yeah, it's the Engineer lane partner. I think it's safe to say the stronger laning partner compared to Nymphora. Dr. Repulsor versus Rally at the bottom is going to be our matchup down here. And then obviously both teams have the jungle factor. But Tempest, not only does he have that assist to work off of, but he's having the better start than Ophelia for good reason. Middle lane, though, Engineer actually in a little bit of trouble right here. The Essence Link to stun him, but Ravener could not finish him off. He couldn't get the final auto attack off. Engineer's going to start regenning, so good lockdown on Ravener, preventing him from getting the kill. Empath going to protect the Haste Rune top, though. I'm guessing he's going to eventually pick it up, just waiting. No, he's going to protect it for Ravener right here. Ravener has a bottle charge. Yeah, he's going to go up and give it to Empath and then head back into the lane. So some nice support coming out right there. Engineer going bottom, but obviously everyone's spawning top, at least the Haste Rune spawning top. Kraken gets pushed back out of his lane. Hag is a 14-3 start. Kraken's 4-0 here. But Kraken, KSU may get a couple of creeps at least, and a little bit of experience as far as the lane is being pushed up here. But again, this middle matchup, 8-1 Pebbles right now. Ravener 14-5. So Ravener having a much better time here. And especially with this Haste Rune bottled up, they know they need to be careful not to overstep their boundaries here in the middle lane. So, pew pew. This skin. Dr. Pulse and Rally, as far as that, breaking that down, 22-4. Doctor, Rally here, 13-0. So, of course, Haxton having the better time on that lane there. And you got Tempest in the jungle. He is right now level 5. Heading towards the middle, actually. No, he's just going to continue to farm, most likely, yeah. So he's got his Amulet of the Exile. Ring of Sorcery coming along pretty quickly here. Again, Ophelia started definitely struggling, especially compared to that Tempest, but he's picking it up, actually using the Vulture right here to assist in the stacked farm, so doing a pretty good job of recovering, actually. And another Vulture Lord to take over. And he's going to be able to use that on this scamp here, so that's good for him. Essensley coming out. Ball lightning connects. Engineer's in trouble. The Stormblade damage. The wall off right there as well to prevent Pebbles from being of assistance. He chucks him to his teammate, but it's not going to matter. Pebbles kind of doing what he could. I mean, he couldn't do much else there, really. And in the end, the Engineer was pretty much a dead boy. A beautiful wall off from Empath coming out, too. Again, that just helps what makes this hero so good on support. He knows the angles, man, of those walls. In pretty much every situation, it seems like. So there's Engineer had no choice but to run back into them, and obviously he ends up getting killed. So well played by Empath especially. Good chase from Ravener coming out, and his farm continues to be pretty damn good in that middle lane. Haxor, despite his death, he did get the Bloodlust kill, and that's definitely helping his situation down here. As he's farming 460 gold per minute, jeez. 34 creep kills. That's got to be up there with near perfect, at least. I mean, pretty good start for him, to say so myself. Empath, roaming around with the Invis rune, seeing if he can find anybody, get some information at least. About this Tempest, perhaps. Tempest level 6. Probably spot him here shortly. Tempest coming middle, actually. Tempest does have an ultimate. So he's going to line up mid, waiting for the Ravener to initiate. Pebble's going to try to bait that out here. Empath not going to come mid, though, just yet. He's not sure exactly where he wants to go here. Invis is going to wear off and won't be able to make his way in the middle to set up that gank. So Tempest kind of hanging out there. Not going to happen in the end. Instead, he'll just continue to farm with Tank Effect. Dr. Repulsor is level 6 now, too. That's that ludicrous speed, of course. Oh, Empath actually being found here by Tempest and Engineer. Stun's coming out. The Keg's to follow. It pushed him forward, though. That could be a big difference. Raleigh coming in. There comes Dr. Repulsor. The final auto attacks. The Tempest ultimate pulls in Ravener and Raleigh as well. Pebbles with a follow-up. Stalagmites. A chuck in the air. And Ravener's going to fall to the ground. Tsunami charge from Kraken to get close enough. The Tor comes out and down goes Raleigh. A big Tempest ultimate from Tank Effect right there. And ultimately, 3 heroes fall in the end for Denali Esports, including the Empath. That died shortly before her teammate. So, great exchange coming out in their favor. And now they have the 5-3 overall hero kill lead. Dr. Repulsor also even growing a little bit bigger after that fight. 480 gold per minute now. 15 more 100 gold saved up. Wonder if this is going to be an icon game or not. I love it. Or we'll see if he, I know he's has a tendency to also go that Lightbrand into the Grimoire even. Let's just say there's some opinions out there that don't think that's the correct item choice on the Dr. Repulsor. But hey, it's solid. Pebbles, obviously not anywhere close to like last game was, but 230 gold per minute. Top push, though, coming out from TNL. Taking advantage of the top lane push. And actually, Hag is also jumping up there quite a bit, as he has around nearly 400 gold saved, or 400 GPM even. 1,500 plus gold saved up. So the Lightbrand for him is definitely coming along pretty nicely. And then there's Ravener. Of course, he's progressed pretty well. The death slowing him down, but he's 1-1-2 here. Farm at 335 gold per minute. Have to wait and see where Probust goes with this build. Dr. Repulsor does get the Glowstone, so a little bit of insight there. Looks like we are going to see possibly the Icon of the Goddess coming out here earlier on, and that is a little bit of information at least as to what to expect in terms of playstyle from TMSR. They're going to be looking to be a little more aggressive here earlier on, especially once he finishes that. Rowley's using that Compel quite a bit to just simply get the creep kills. Is Mickey. He also has the 2 levels into battle experience, so again, not going the demoralizing roar here, even after that nerf that happened to battle experience. It's been fun kind of keeping an eye on that and see how the Rally players level that up. Speaking of Rally, he is coming towards the middle lane. There is a ward of sight here, though, and he's probably going to walk right past it, yeah. So he's going to check the bottom rune out, not there, and head back towards the bottom lane. Tempest is here now, too. So with Tempest and Dr. Repulsor, they're going to push out the bottom side now. Rowley is here to defend. He is level 7. He's going to try to set himself up here. And the tree's off to the side. Never mind. Because they weren't going to commit. But now Ophelia makes her way middle, actually. Got a Vagabond, a Catman, and a Minotaur. Decent push army here. Try to push in the middle tower. We'll see if Team SR is able to do anything about that. You got an Engineer, still level 3, actually. Just going to throw out that turret. Not much else he can do. Kegstun probably, but... You got a double damage Ravener. He's going to need a lot more help here. Pebbles is nearby. And looks like Janelle's had enough of beating on the tower. Falling back before any initiation takes place. Hag continues to push the top lane. She has more than enough for her life brand now, at least. It looks like she might be applying that here. Yeah, she's going to TP back to base, regen, get the light brand. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. It doesn't get old, man. Ravener, Steam Boots, Mystic Vestment, getting the build up here early on. 42 gold per minute. I feel like he maybe even should have a little bit more. Oh, bottom lane! Down goes Dr. Repulsor, actually. Tempest ultimate coming out, but they were not ready for Hag to believe that, I don't think. And now Tempest might be in some trouble. Rally has Compel at 3 seconds. Tank and Fet's in trouble. Demoralize your roar going to be used right there. There's the Compel. And a double tap for Flensmeister. So yeah, Tempest ultimate on top of Dr. Repulsor. I believe they were going for Rally. But all of a sudden, Wretched Hag comes in. And, well, changes that around. So they're going to push the bottom lane. Wretched Hag all of a sudden jumps up to 442 gold per minute as well. Doctor dropping about 385 here. So he still has a little bit off that Icon of the Goddess. Middle lane in the meantime, Ravener in some trouble. Port's coming in. Nice Kegstun, pushing it backwards. He's going to be comboed right there. Ball Lightning. He has a stun. No, he gets ported back. He was ported back the whole time. It's hard to see the buff sometimes, but Ravener able to escape right there. So a lot of resources used middle to TP in and try to kill him. Unsuccessful though. Denali Esports, especially with that bottom kills happening. Feeling pretty good. Dr. Repulsor finds Empath though. That is the real one. Torrent comes out, and that will be a dead Empath. Rally and Wretched Hag are running in here, and actually, well, they're going to be collapsed on themselves. Tempest is here, stuns on a Wretched Hag, but the Compel on top of the Flash. And she will be fine. So, you know, losing an Empath, not the end of the world. Only level 4. She actually does go the 1 into Synergy here. I believe he tends to do that. Wretched Hag, though. Another 1,400 gold already saved up. Double tap bottom, of course, helps right there. Pebble's still a ways off that portal key, too. 12 minutes in. Not going to be seeing it here in the near future. He's got the bottled Steam Boots really, and that's it. Empath and Hag having a fun time finishing out the H0. Jeez. It's always so dangerous, man. You're so low in life. Alright, he's going to finish them off right here. And Hag has the Blessed Orb now. As he's going to go back. 1,200 more gold on Ravener. There's the Astrolabe finish on Ophelia. The Icon, though, is getting closer here for Haxorn. But without the Portakey on Pebbles, I don't know if Team SR can really feel confident in terms of getting that Icon on Dr. Repulsor and then forcing fights to happen. So I think Pebbles is the more important hero to watch in terms of his progression. He is going to attempt to do some triple stack Ancients here, perhaps. He'll definitely need support to be able to do those Ancients. Kraken coming in. Middle lane, they want to try to set something out maybe. But Ravener's not hanging around long enough for that to be the case, so kind of poking in. Bait something out, but yeah, not going to happen. Rally's level 9 here. He's about 270 GPM. Had a decent game himself. Obviously, being involved in that double tap situation at the bottom helps. The triple stack Ancient's still here for Team SR, and I kind of wonder if Denali's maybe looking to even steal that. Yeah, they're going up here. There's a Ward of Sight. But they're going to try to steal these triple stack Ancients. This could be deadly, though. TMSR heading over, but speaking of Ward of Sights, Denal has their own to see just in case. So TMSR, they don't want to give it up, but it's a tough situation. They don't really have the PKs. Here comes Kraken, though. Wretched going to blink away. A wall off right there. Tempest in an awkward spot. He goes over the ledge. Here's that Tempest. Oh, no, canceled immediately, actually, by Ravener. The ball landing initiation. He's going to be pulled back, though. Bat Blast hits multiple heroes. In jumps Ophelia with the Compel, actually. Release the Kraken coming out. Pulling it Ophelia. Kraken's in trouble, though. Kraken man to falling right here. Yes, he will. Tempest and Engineer on the run. Wretched coming back in, putting in the auto attacks. Oh, she got caught right there. She has a blink, though. Blinks on a scream. Just out of range. Ooh, Flensmeister. Went a little bit closer, would have had it, but no, he's going to put in some auto attacks. Maybe try to kill this Engineer. No, not going to happen. Flash Darkness in 2 seconds. They do catch Pebbles, though. Pebbles was behind. He was maybe coming in to save, cut them off, but no, he gets caught. And they'll take that kill over Engineer any day. And now they're going to finish off the Ancients. So obviously the big picture, huge for Denali Esports. Wait, did Slicks buy back there and die again? He did. Oh, jeez. That's what happened. Slicks is now really behind a PK. Really behind. And that fight right there is one of those in this earlier on game where that's going to be tough to recover from if you're too much sugar. Because that sets you so far behind. The PK on Pebbles is way off now. Denial Esports, they are getting their big tier items here. Grimoire just finished on Hag. UF Ravener going to build into whatever he gets. A PK very possibly going to be coming out for Rally. And then even Ophelia on her next tier of item going to be coming up. So, yeah, big loss fight right there for Too Much Sugar. The wall off once again from Empath obviously caused some issues. And I also like what Flensmeister did. She actually blinked away off the bat, away from the fight, but then she eventually came back in, got a good Bat Blast lined up, and then obviously able to make the end result happen. So, no, definitely coming out on top of that fight right there. And again, Pebbles level 9, only 100 gold saved up. He's still trying to get that PK, but delaying it even more so after that fight, including the buyback. The Icon of the God is still not finished on Doctor. He probably will have it here. I mean, he has enough to buy it, but actually, he needs to be careful. Also, that doesn't turn into a Ring of Sorcery, so. Yeah, he does have enough for the Pickled Brain. Just a matter of probably going back to base. Okay, he's going to purchase it right there. But yeah, he does have an Amulet of the Exile, so again, he needs to be just, I assume he wants the Icon of the Goddess, and not a Ring of Sorcery here.